Hey folks, just putting together a quick video for my 2008 G37S 6-speed. Had the car a little over a year now. I've done some exterior modifications to it, no performance changes. Just wanted to talk about what I've done and my experience with the things that I've done. First thing we'll start with is the tires and wheels. I've got the Boston CV3s. And for the rubber, I've got some Continental DWS06 Extreme Contact tires that I've been very happy with. These do great in the rain, even getting grip. If I want to do a little bit of a pull in the rain, it's getting good traction for just being rear-wheel drive, so pretty impressed with those. I was going to go with the Michelin Pilots. They were like, I don't know, somewhere like $600 to $800 more. So I ended up just going with the Continentals because I'd heard really good things about those, and I've been very pleased with their performance. Since we're on the side here, I have the IPL side skirts that I ordered from Z1. I ordered them in the Athens Blue Pearl, and then I just had them painted. All right, let's move to the front of the car. We got the Spec D headlights with the... what lights did I put in those? The Osram D2S headlights. Been very happy with those. Great light output after changing those bulbs. I've also got the Stillen front lip and a plasti dipped grill that it was plasti dipped when I got it. It's, you know, it's showing a little bit of age, but all in all, it's doing pretty well. I've got the Hotchkiss front and rear sway bars. Those were installed when I got the car, and so I don't really have a point of reference of what it was like before, but car handles great. I'm very happy with it. The roof wing is the Stillen roof wing. Got that from Z1. Same thing, it just came with the black poly, and I had that painted locally. Over to the back of the car, we have the AutoKits V2 carbon fiber diffuser. Its fit is okay. You can see I'm tight here, but over here we got a little bit of a gap. Not something you really notice, especially from, you know, this viewpoint, but when I installed it, I noticed it and cried a little bit. I have the tail as a turn module installed. You're not really going to be able to see that, but that's what I have installed. This year I replaced the pads and rotors with the Power Stop, just the OE stuff from Rock Auto, and I'm happy with those. Now, this is just a street car. I don't take this to the track or anything. There's no performance mods. When I got the car, it had the short ram intake from K&N. I uninstalled that because while it may sound a little better, all in all, I wasn't super happy with it. All right, let's talk interior. I have a Zen carbon fiber steering wheel. This is pretty awesome. Generally, I like it quite a bit. It's got some issues with a tight fit. Excuse my painty fingers. I'm working on some projects around the house. But overall, I'm happy with the steering wheel. Second to that, in the interior, original seats in here, and no major issues with the seats. I do have a little bit of a tear right here coming in. I bought new seats for it, but haven't put them in yet. The seats came out of a sedan, so I'm losing some functionality. Might do a video on that at a later date, but you lose like the quick access flip up. You don't have these buttons, but from what I hear, the driver's side seat will be easily swapped, and passenger side seat, you got to swap out the harness. So if and when I do that, I'll do a video on it. Next up is the dash. This is a 2008, so as you can imagine, the dash was in really bad condition. I bought the cover lay, and that's what's on here now. You can see that like the airbag cover looks pretty good. Not a big fan of that. I've got some squeeze out that I need to clean up still on this thing. Overall, the fitment is okay. Here's a gap you can see. I tried to get this thing to stay in place, but it just wouldn't play nice. Some more squeeze on over there. Overall, the fit is, you know, it's okay. Like, this is kind of not a great finish here, but it's better than the super cracked dash. One complaint I have is this bit doesn't come over to cover this, so this is just original dash. You can see how it's cracked there. This is the cover lay here, the ends. I don't know why they didn't do that. Like, they did it over here on this one, but over here they didn't, so I don't know, it just strikes me as weird. I got some cheap eBay floor mats in here. I'm gonna wrap these guys. As you can see, I pulled that off and painted it black, and it's all scratched up because I didn't do a clear coat, so it's pretty scummy. That one doesn't get touched much, so it's still in pretty good condition. If you run a dash cam, they sell these guys on some website. It just taps into the power for the mirror, and so you got a really short cord right to your dash cam instead of a cord hanging down going to your lighter outlet. So happy with that. Let's see, I got this sunshade cover that I bought when I originally got it, but since then I built that carport that I park under, so I don't really use that anymore. But if you're looking for a sunshade, I can link to this one in the description. This fits great and did a great job when I did use it. Let's see, I do have a muffler delete. I did the Top Speed Pro axle back muffler delete. I am lowered on iBox springs. I should have mentioned that when I went over the tires and wheels. Very happy with those. Let's see, I think that's kind of it. The car has about 90,000 miles on it at the moment. I haven't had any issues with the clutch issues or the gallery gasket issues that others have issues with. The paint is showing its age. I'm thinking about doing a wrap or a respray on the car. Like, the most egregious spot is this part of the roof. Like, it goes all the way down to here. I do have some spray cans I got from a website that I might give a shot, but we will see. Let's talk about future projects next. Right, so I mentioned those seats that I got. They're in here. I also went to a Pull-It salvage yard where they had a 2011 beige with a pretty decent dash, but it's the beige or whatever you call this color. It does have a scuff here that the video isn't picking up great. It's kind of gnarly, but otherwise it's in really good condition. So this was I saw this like a week after I bought that cover lay, and I got dye and everything to paint it black. So just not sure if I want to actually put in the time, the hours, you know. I mean, you're talking probably about a whole day of work. It took me like 2 hours to pull the one out of the car in the salvage yard. So, I mean, to pull one out of the car and be a little more meticulous about wiring and everything, you know, some of this removal was a little heavy-handed when I pulled it out of the salvage car, because who gives a shit? But doing it to my car, I obviously would need to be a little more cautious. So when it comes to the sedan seats, these came out of a sport, so this still have the adjustable leg support on those, but yeah, you don't have the quick access pull up, and you don't have the button over here to slide it forward and back. I do just have that little tear in one of the seats, so this hasn't been a priority either. I do also have the original rims that came with the car. They were Plasti Dip black, and I got curious how they looked underneath at one point and peeled it off and discovered that they're pretty darn rough. Lots of curb rash repairs. So if I ever do anything with these, I might Plasti Dip them again. I'm not sure. Maybe use them to take to a track event or something like that, just to burn the rubber off of them. There's not a lot of tread left on these anyway. Comes to the headlights I got. These are the Osram D2S bulbs that I got. D2S xenon 35 watt. Very happy with those. I did just want to quickly pull out one of the headlights here. Let's pause. All right, these are the Acons that were in the car when I got it. If you decide to get the Spec Ds like I've got. Just a quick note, right? You're going to change the ballast off of the main bulb. That's obvious. What isn't obvious to a lot of people is you need to change the blinker bulb, and that's going to be right here. Looking at the headlight straight on, this is your blinker bulb, so you can see the hole back there is here. You do need to change that too. You can move that over to the new headlights. It's not in there. Obviously, the Spec Ds have the little, zigzag thing, and that's going to illuminate by itself without a bulb. But you do have to move that bulb, and your H7s for the fog lights. All right, so that's it. It's just a little bit about my journey with the G37. No regrets buying this car. I really like it. It's not super fast, but 300 horsepower and coupe, heavy little coupe, but it's fun for some spirited driving. Car isn't my daily. I do almost drive it daily, but the Ram over there at my neighbor's house, we're house sitting for them. That's my daily. And then my wife drives a 2022 MDX. So this is just for when I need to run out and get coffee, or run to the hardware store for something, or just go goof off for a little bit. Been very, very happy with it. All right, man. Thanks for checking this out. If anybody has any questions about anything I've done, drop them in the comments.